What's going on, everyone? You are listening to Mouse Park Insider.
Come on, everybody, here we go!
Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination?
Hang on to them hats and glasses, because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
The wheels may be needing a little work.
Dead men tell no tales.
Oh, look at all the people.
Here for the big race, huh? It's gonna be fun!
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
All right, guys, it is like the 5th or 6th best time of the year, or every other year. Destination D23 is among us.
It is.
I'm excited.
You are.
So for you guys that don't know, Destination D23 is like the East Coast D23, just like a little bit smaller. It's still a really fun, cool convention. And we have a lot of Disney park news.
Expect a lot of news to come out of it. I don't think there's going to be as much studio news given the strikes going on. I mean, they might talk about things that are coming, but so much is delayed. So I don't know that I really expect a lot from that. But we're going to be focusing on the parks. With this episode, we're going to talk some of our predictions.
Yes.
And then early next week, we will be releasing the recap of what happened and how wrong we were.
We'll be recapping Josh tomorrow's panel. He's going to go, I think, for like an hour and 15 minutes. He's going to talk all about the future of Disney parks, what to expect. We're going to get a little more behind the scene look, details on what we already know, and we're going to have a few surprises as well.
Hopefully.
I think we will. We'll get to our predictions. Bob Iger did say he wants to expand the parks by $17 billion. I mean,
yes, but that's not within the next 3 to 4 years.
Think about this.
That's going to be
think
decades.
About this. Hold on. Galaxy's Edge cost $1 billion.
Oof.
Imagine 17, like just the landscape and what they can do with $17 billion.
They can do a lot. Absolutely.
I'm so excited for the future.
What could you do with $17 billion? Like,
what, me? What would I do with $17 billion?
I'm saying, what could you do? Like, a lot. You could do a lot with that much money.
I don't think I would ever run out of money if I had $17 billion. I don't think.
No, I would hope not. How freaking no, you would not. How wasteful and selfish and horrible are you?
I'd have fun.
I would hope that you would donate, like, at the very least half of that.
I'd donate like
really, like I could
realistically.
donate.
How much would I donate if I had $17 billion?
Oh man,
like real talk right now.
Real talk, yes. I've got a number in my head. For
if I
myself.
had like a number or a percentage, like okay, like I'm awarded $17 billion, no taxes,
just for being you.
I have $17 billion.
They're like, here you go, Tony. Enjoy.
Whoa. Cash.
Do what you want.
Oh my gosh, $17 billion cash. I would donate a bill.
That's it.
$1 billion. I would donate.
Oh
Real
my
talk.
Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk.
$1 billion's a lot of money.
Real talk. I felt like an asshole thinking I would keep $1 billion to be like, all right, I'm definitely good for the rest of my life. Jackson is good for the rest of his life. His kids are probably going to be good for, $1 billion.
So much.
Right. Which is why I'm saying like $1 billion is way
I want
more.
16 of
Can
those.
I finish?
Yeah.
I was saying that I would keep $1 billion, and I thought that was an asshole move, keeping that much. I would donate the other $16 billion easy and still know that I'm going to have enough money for me and my child and my grandchildren to live a very great life.
I would donate $1 billion. I would spend $1 billion on DVC points.
Oh my God. You don't need to spend $1 billion on DVC points.
I know. No one said I needed to.
What?
Nobody said I needed to do this.
You could just buy property at every Disney theme park, like right next to it.
But I want to have the DVC
and have your
points.
private jet taking you.
It's nice to have points.
Oh my gosh.
I like having the points. It feels good.
Uh-huh. Anyways.
All right. So before we get into Destination D23, we're going to get into the news. But first, please pause the podcast, leave a review. We really appreciate it. Danny, let's get into the news.
let's get into the news. And let me tell you, actually, you don't need to pause to leave a review. So don't listen to Tony. Just leave the review while you're listening to us. 5 stars. Thank you. Okay, we have some news this week. Not a ton of different things because I think next week is going to be, obviously a ton of news. So over at Disneyland, San Francisco Square has officially opened. This is the Big Hero 6 re-theme of that Pacific Wharf area at Disney California Adventure. We have had the phased opening of this area going on for at least the last month or two. If you hear Archie in the background running around, sorry, we've got a very high energized corgi right now. Anyways, so the phased reopening has been happening, but now everything is open. It is all done. Baymax is there in all of his big, fluffy glory, healing glory. I want to go and meet Baymax personally and just give him a hug. Like, I love Baymax. He's
I think
so
Jackson
cute.
will like Baymax.
Oh my gosh, I think so too. That would be adorable.
Yeah, that'll be a cute photo.
So we'll check that out.
It looks really cool. I'm excited to see it.
I'm glad that they rethemed that because it was fine as it was, but it could be better. It was whatever.
It was like the part of DCA I feel like everyone kind of forgot about. Like,
absolutely.
It was a crappy little area, I thought.
True. But DCA is so great, like it needs some crappy areas maybe. But yeah, the retheme was much needed. So glad that it was there.
Absolutely.
Yep. So moving over to Disney World. Some change is coming. So we all know that the dining plan has been MIA since COVID over at Walt Disney World. We all also know that the dining plan is coming back January 2024. You will be able to have that dining plan add on to your package for Walt Disney World vacations. Now there is a change, and this is a great change actually. They are going to be allowing dining plan packages. Oof, try to say that 3 times. For ticketless packages. So if you are staying at a Walt Disney World hotel, you don't buy the ticket package with your stay, you can add on the dining plan. This is new. So if you've got, an annual pass and you're just staying on property, you can add on that dining plan. If you are not going into the theme park for whatever reason and you want the dining plan for your hotel for whatever reason, you can add that on. So I think that that's pretty cool. You can basically have the dining plan without having the tickets.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I mean, ever since we dived into this whole DVC world, I'm part of some DVC message boards, some Facebook groups, and I have noticed that a lot of people just go on vacation at Disney and don't even go to the theme parks. I mean, most people do, but I would say probably like 1 in 20, 1 in 30 people just go to the hotels, chill, relax, have a good time, like to be on property.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I dig it, especially if you live in the South or the East Coast and you can just get a plane ticket and you can just go stay at the hotels. Why not? And I think this is a great perk for those kind of people.
I guess. I'm not those people, so I don't know. We actually don't take advantage of the dining plan ourselves just because vegetarian diet seems to be a lot cheaper at Disney World, both. But we might try it with an upcoming trip. I'm willing to try the dining plan. Last time I looked at it, it didn't make financial sense for what we would be eating, but we'll see.
I think you're lying. I don't think we'll try this.
Probably not.
You're a liar.
It's
just
probably
stop.
not,
just
honestly.
Be quiet.
I might do the math again and be like, oh, never mind.
Nah.
Yeah. So going over to Shanghai Disney, some news came out pre-destination D23. So
Right? This has to be a big conference.
this is what I'm hoping.
If
Yeah.
they're already announcing this stuff, I feel like there has to be something big coming.
That's what I said last week too with the Haunted Mansion expansion at Disneyland. It's if you're dropping this stuff literally 2 weeks before the expo,
I feel like this is this is stuff that would be dropped at the expo and people would get excited for. Now it's
yeah, and now it's
do you want to repeat a D23 where you had so many disappointed fans?
Yeah, you're dropping good things. Does this mean there's going to be something great around the corner? I'm hoping. Anyway, over at Shanghai Disney, we all know that Zootopia Land is coming, and I believe it's opening the end of this year, right? End of 2023?
I would have to check on that, to be honest.
Believe.
It's opening up really soon.
Yeah. So they have now, kind of shared the first look at what we can expect out of Zootopia Land at Shanghai Disney. The attraction name is Zootopia Hot Pursuit.
The images, the artwork, it reminds me a lot of Radiator Springs
Yeah,
racers.
it's got that. Yeah, it's got that vibe.
Well, you're racing also and keeping up with like a police car.
Yeah, so Guess will basically become a rookie police officer at the ZPD, the Zootopia Police Department. And the ride is set after the events of the movie Zootopia, as the residents of Animal City are gearing up for a Zootopia Day concert featuring Gazelle, aka Shakira. So it should be fun.
Lovely.
Yeah, it should
What
be
a
fun.
good time.
I definitely get
Wow.
the Cars vibes from this, where it's just probably going to be like a good time.
I get
kind of incorporate every bit of a Disney attraction of what you want from it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see this.
Cars with like a mix of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, like all just mixed into one.
Yeah.
And the animatronics are amazing. I watched a video of it.
Of the
a few minutes before we recorded, and I was like, "Whoa, wow!"
Is he a cheetah? I don't. The cop with the donuts, and anyways, yeah, I saw the animatronics. They do look great. I would expect nothing less out of Disney and Shanghai. So
No, it's gonna be cool. Like, I feel like Shanghai is like the park with like the most like technical, just experimental ride attractions. Like, they don't have a lot of attractions, but the ones they do have are like on another level.
yeah, and they're
Even
the ones
topping
with the
Tokyo.
crazy. Yeah, are they the ones with the crazy pirates?
Yes,
Yep.
they are.
Yep. And of course, this land will obviously feature a lot of meet and greets, which will be fun, along with new shops and dining options. And guests can get the famous popsicle. That's PAW. P-sicle, which is the paw-shaped popsicle as seen in Zootopia. So, the movie. So that should be a good little souvenir for people to eat. I mean, I guess if it's a popsicle, it's not really a souvenir because you're going to eat it. But anyways, you'll eat it at the park. And it should be great.
I hope so.
I wonder what flavor it'll be.
It's just a popsicle.
I bet you it'll be like cherry. Because it's red.
They'll probably have like 5 different flavors.
Oh, probably in different color. Anyways.
Yeah.
So that is.
Don't worry. You'll have your popsicle.
That
fix.
is that. And then final piece of news is the Disney Treasure. So I'm going to be interested in hearing, Tony, your opinion on this after I get through all of this. So we had talked about how the Disney Treasure was going to have that virtual reveal that was delayed because of the hurricane. They ended up having it this week, this Tuesday, I believe. So a lot of stuff came out about this, a lot of beautiful artwork. There are going to be over 1,200 staterooms on the Disney Treasure, and they will feature artwork from Aladdin, Encanto, Up, and Pocahontas. They're going to have concierge rooms and royal suites that will be inspired by The Lion King, The Jungle Book, and Aladdin. And they will have an Epcot-themed Tomorrow Tower suite on the ship as well. In addition, obviously a ton of restaurants. You're going on a cruise. What do you do on a cruise? You're at sea a lot. You eat a lot. So there's a lot of restaurant options. To name a few, Disney Treasure will have its own version of the Worlds of Marvel restaurant with a new show. There will be the same adult dining options that the Disney Wish has, including the venues that the Rose, Palo Steakhouse, and Enchante. By Chef Arnaud Lallement. I hope I said that right. I probably butchered it. All 3 of those are on the Disney Wish as well, so I'm going to guess that they're fan favorites. There's also going to be Plaza de Coco, which is obviously a Coco-themed musical performance restaurant. There's going to be a mariachi band, and it's going to be traditional Mexican cuisine with a modern twist, and Miguel and his family will show up as you're dining, so that's kind of fun. And then there's the Jack Cricket Cafe, inspired by Mulan. There's the Hey Hey Cafe, inspired by Moana. They will have a Skipper Society Lounge, inspired by the Jungle Cruise, as well as the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, inspired Periscope Pub. Oh my gosh, how full are you going to be on this cruise? Just saying.
Yeah.
And drunk. Very drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Disney Treasure will also see a return of teen clubs, Edge and Vibe. I'm sorry, but if I was a teen on a Disney, on a cruise with my family and there was a teen club, I'd be all about that.
That sounds like a really I want to go
remember
hang out.
back in the day. Oh my gosh, what was it called? I think it was Club Deviate. It was off like Hollywood and Highland, and it was 18 and older. And I remember going to that all the time, just because it was an 18 and older club. I'm not a clubber whatsoever, but it was fun.
I don't think this is the club they're talking about.
Teen clubs like Edge and Vibe with those names. No, Deviate. That was something completely different.
No, yeah, that's like a nightclub, like 18 and over nightclub you're thinking of, right?
Edge and Vibe. Those are the names. Of course, that's like a nightclub, and it's not going to be like a nightclub like come and get drunk. It's for teens, and it's just going to be like dance party, guarantee. It's just going to be a good time for teens to go to.
But it's going to be like 13 and up, right?
Yes, but I'm just saying, like if I was like a young teen, I remember how excited I was when I turned 18 and I could go to some version of a club.
Yeah, I remember
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah,
I'm not. Anyways.
Okay.
It will also have It's a Small World nursery, so if you got to drop off the little kitties while you go and, to the teen club, I guess. I'm joking.
What, are they filming Teen Mom on this ship or what?
MTV shows up.
Okay.
So booking, obviously, booking is going to take place way before it actually sets sail. Booking is set to open September 20th for the general public, so just around the corner. Those who are members of like Castaway Club and DVC, members of Golden Oak, you're going to be able to book a few days earlier. I don't know if that date has actually been announced yet, but look into it yourself.
I know DVC's on the 19th, I believe.
All right, there we go.
And
And Disney Treasure will be setting sail for the first time in December 2024.
Oh, wow. We got a little bit of a wait.
We do. So, okay, tell me what you think about this, or do you want me to tell you what I think first?
You can tell me what you think.
I think it's a cluster.
Okay.
I think it's a cluster.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. The artwork and the images I saw are beautiful. However, when I read things like Aladdin, Encanto, Up, Pocahontas, Lion King, Jungle Book, I know they've got Zootopia themed items there. Marvel, Beauty and the Beast show is going to be there. Peter Pan. And it was meant to be Disney Treasure, where it was like adventures, right? I don't know. This just feels like a cluster for me where it's like there's not that consistent theming. It's like, let's take and Up. Did I say Up? Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel adventure to me. I guess every Disney movie has an adventure in it, but it just doesn't feel like a consistent theme.
Yeah, no, I mean, I disagree with you. I think it has all the characters that really like kind of like the adventure seeker vibe to it, like with Coco and Encanto and Up and all these other characters. Like you had these like crazy adventure seekers that went on this insane journey. So it makes sense to me. The one thing that I get what you're saying, I think it's just a cluster and there's not a good what do you say? I guess like rhythm or consistency with it. It's kind of just all over the place, especially with like the Epcot.
Thank you.
stateroom.
I was gonna say why this Tomorrow themed Epcot type room?
Like you almost have like if you want like a futuristic kind of like Tomorrowland kind of like crazy maybe cruise ship, Epcot, maybe Star Wars and Tomorrowland theme could go into that cruise ship maybe.
Yeah.
But like this, I kind of get like Adventureland, Frontierland
I was going to say
vibes.
Adventureland. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the Epcot thing really
So the
threw me
theming
off.
is kind of like all over the place a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. It's interesting. But
Yeah.
it does look beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll be a fun time.
I like that 20,000 League Under the Sea bar where you're like underwater, it looks like, and there's glass under the water and you can drink. That looks like a good time.
It would be a lot of fun to go on a Disney cruise.
One day.
But then I'm on a cruise and that's just kind of, ugh. Anyways.
You'll be fine.
We've talked about this so many times.
Yeah, Jesus,
Go down
stop.
YouTube rabbit hole about cruises and
just
people
stop.
going
No,
missing and you'll
stop.
never want to go on a cruise again. That is
Yes,
the news
they
for the
already
week.
have. Okay. Great news, Danny. Applaud you. Awesome. There wasn't too much news, but that's because I think a ton of news is going to drop at Destination D23. So if you guys do want to watch this park presentation, it will be on YouTube.
Live streaming.
It starts at 9:15 a.m. Eastern time.
So 6:15 for us. We'll already be up
if you're
for
on
an
the
hour.
West Coast, you got to be up at
We're
6:15
good.
in the morning to watch it. It's going to be an hour and 15 long presentation, and we're going to get some news. So I'm always excited for this. I always like kind of predicting what we're going to see at these D23 conventions. And I guess we should just kind of go park by park. I mean, some parks maybe won't get anything, and but
Yeah,
some
so
will. So
I'm not going to lie. I don't have that many predictions. I'm going to roll off a Tony, and if ideas come to me, great. I've got a small list. But yeah, are just kind of what we're expecting from D23.
yeah.
But also, I think some of maybe a little bit of wish list items, because I think some of the things that I even have on my list, it's like, I know that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Like,
I'll let you know.
I'll specify.
I'll let you know if it's going to happen.
Oh, trust
Don't
me.
worry.
I already know at least 2 of them.
I was just talking to Bob Iger before this.
Oh, okay, good.
Don't even worry about
Bob.
it. I already know. Hey, Bob. Bob, if you're listening. Anyway, let's start with Disney Hong Kong.
Okay.
I think they already have their Frozen Land opening up. All I think is that we will get a deeper look into the attractions. You
I agree.
have the mini roller coaster that's opening up, and you also have Frozen Ever After, which looks like a more intense version of the Walt Disney World. I was looking at a video of it today, and you actually have to wear a lap bar on this one.
Interesting.
So I do think it will be a little more intense. I don't know what to expect, but I do think that we are going to get some video footage and definitely a lot more artwork because they're testing the ride. I know people have been on the ride, so I definitely think video footage and more artwork will be coming.
I'm going to agree with you because we did get the news last week about, just the names of the attractions and kind of the dining that you can expect. So yes, I think that they're going to do a deeper dive. I think that we will see some of the animatronics that we have not seen before, and definitely more of a deeper dive into the actual attractions themselves, seeing it. Yeah, I don't think that there's going to be a whole lot. That's opening up in November,
I think. So
it's right around the corner. Yeah,
we're going to get a real good dive look into that.
Yep.
I didn't want to do this one next, but I'm just going to. I think the same with Paris. That's what we're going to get as well. Just a deeper look into their world of Frozen over there. Paris, you guys never get love. I'm sorry. I mean, I do think your Avengers Campus definitely beat ours for now until we get our e-ticket attraction.
Yeah.
But Paris, I'm sorry. The Frozen, World of Frozen you guys are going to get will be cool. That's all you're going to get at Destination D23. That's my prediction.
I think so too, because just a whole, oh my gosh, didn't they get a Cars ride that was so awful a couple years ago?
It was a mix of the Universal Studio tram.
Yeah.
And you're going through Radiator Springs.
Yep.
It was kind of cool. There was a cool fire effect in there. I thought it was all right.
I didn't. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I don't think that they're going to get any big news out of this. Maybe a new, I don't know, a fireworks show or something.
A few years ago, it was planned for them to get a Galaxy's Edge, but I don't think they're getting that anymore either.
They don't need it.
No one's talked about it.
Actually, you know what? If it goes to the studio side, Walt Disney Studios, that park needs more love.
That's where it's supposed to go.
Oh. Well, c'est la vie. Such is life. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, Paris.
Poor Paris. Next up, let's talk about Shanghai. Same thing with Hong Kong. We're going to get a real deep look into the Zootopia land.
Absolutely.
Nothing else.
Which
That's
also, you know what? It kind of makes sense now that I'm thinking about it, that they're dropping these big news things before Destination D23, because then they kind of get to go in a little weak for these particular areas or theme parks. Because all they have to do is expand upon the little tidbits that they already gave us. So yeah, it's gonna be look at all the great stuff that we already announced, but let's take a real look into it.
Oh yeah.
And it'll take up a good 10 minutes and it'll look wonderful, but it's not necessarily going to be a bunch of things that we don't already know about.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll get a deeper look at the animatronics and all that stuff. Tokyo. Once again, I hate to keep saying this. I
think we're focusing on the U.S. parks this time. Maybe.
I think we really are going to, because the parks over in Asia and Paris is getting World of Frozen as well. But you guys are already getting such a huge expansion and a few awesome rides to each of those parks. So it's I am going to focus more on the U.S. parks, but Tokyo, you guys, Fantasy Springs is opening up. You guys are getting a Tangled ride, a brand new Peter Pan ride. The line's so long and ours is so crappy and old. I can only imagine how long that line is going to be at Tokyo Disney Sea. It is going to be a massive, huge hit. You're getting another Frozen ride. You guys, Tokyo's getting, I think, just a gold mine.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's already a gold mine. They're turning it into a diamond mine. Like, it's just, yeah.
You guys are getting greatness.
Yeah, I have never.
I forgot they had the Beauty and the Beast ride open up during COVID. I forgot all about that.
Yep, I have never wanted to go to Tokyo so bad in my life. They've got every person I ever have spoken to that has gone to Tokyo Disney, just whether they are a Disney nut or not, or they were just in Tokyo and decided to go, they come back and they're like, oh my God. So one day.
All right. Let's get into the big news now.
To the USA.
We're going to go to Disneyland in DCA.
Okay.
Do you got anything?
Yes. So I think that we're going to get some Downtown Disney expansion updates.
No, that's good. We need those.
Okay, yeah. I mean, again, something that we already know is happening, but we'll get some more information about it.
We'll do some giveaways. By the way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They always do great giveaways.
Here's some Tortilla Joe margaritas for everyone.
Oh, please. I do believe that we will get the opening date announced for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And I am predicting summer 2024 for Disneyland.
It's kind of early.
I know, but I don't think that they have a whole lot to do and they already got started on it. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
I mean, I know that they have a whole lot to do, but I'm going summer. I'm going summer. Do you want me to tell you what I want, what I think for Magic Kingdom or no?
For Magic Kingdom or Disneyland?
For Tiana, for the opening date. I've
sure,
got a prediction.
Go for it.
I think it's going to be spring 2025.
Whoa. How come?
Well,
why such the gap?
I just think that Disneyland is going to be quicker. And maybe I still have some animosity about how delayed Tron was, that I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket thinking they're going to get it done by the end of 2024. They might tell us, fall 2024 for Magic Kingdom, but really it's going to be spring, guys, 2025.
Okay.
Hold me to it.
All right.
And then, nope, I've got two more things for Disneyland. I didn't even think anything for DCA because here's the thing. I don't think we're getting that e-ticket attraction for Avengers Campus.
Okay.
It would be great if we got that announcement and we're finally putting the e-ticket attraction in. I don't think we're going to get that. I think that people are hoping we will, but I don't think we will. Here are my two wish list items that I truly do not think are happening, but I'm still going to say them.
Okay.
Tomorrowland revamp. Not going to happen. And I also want to say a Fantasyland expansion. Also not going to happen, but it's there.
Dang, okay.
But like the Fantasyland,
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah, Fantasyland expansion,
and I usually
like over by the theater and leading back towards, Galaxy's Edge.
You see, like that's the thing. Like I guess I became more realistic with my list, and I kind of like let my hopes kind of stay low.
I know.
For this, because D23 was a bit of a letdown, but I do.
It was last year.
Okay, so I don't think Disneyland Forward is going to be announced at all.
I agree with you.
I don't think that's going to be announced. I think if it does happen, they're going to announce that somewhere. They're going to announce that at a D23 event in Anaheim. You want to be there
for sure
in the city when Disneyland Forward gets announced.
I also think that. I think that there are parts of how do I want to say this? I think that people think Disneyland Forward is something it's not. I think that there are ideas there and things that, if it's like an absolute wish list of what they want to do, and yes, these are like the plans that they submit for, approval of potentially becoming something. And I think that some fans have taken that as, this is what they're doing. Oh my God, they're going to do this and this and this. And it's like,
I know.
No, all because they like submitted these, proposals.
All like the
that's
YouTube
what's
videos of everyone like enlarging the screen and going deep in.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, in a perfect world, that is what Disney would want to do there, but not necessarily going to happen anyway.
We will get an update on Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I think we'll get some artwork for sure. Maybe they'll bring out a couple animatronics, probably have someone sing the main theme song for the attraction, and they'll announce fall 2024.
Okay.
I think they're not going to announce a date. It's definitely going to be later than summer because they keep saying late 2024.
They do,
But I don't think it'll be that late. I don't think it'll mesh with the holidays, like the Christmas holidays. I think it will mesh with like maybe the fall season.
like September.
I'm thinking like late September, maybe.
Well, I mean,
2024.
technically September is still summer up until the 21st.
Yeah, it'll be, you know what? September 22nd is when it's going to open. Anyways, that's kind of that for Disneyland. DCA, I do think they're going to tell you when they're going to break ground on the Avengers e-ticket attraction.
Okay.
I do think that they will start working on this as soon as the Princess and the Frog ride is complete. I strongly believe that this is going to happen. I think DCA needs this big e-ticket attraction, and I think that that's what it's going to be. And they're not going to make a big announcement about it, but they're going to be like, oh, and we're going to break ground on this attraction 2024 or something like
On
that.
to the next thing. Yeah. See, I actually have little to no faith that the e-ticket attraction will actually exist there.
Okay.
I feel like it is just going to be wiped clean, not done, and maybe eventually one day they'll put something there that's completely different from what they expected to put there. I don't know. I have no faith in Avengers Campus.
I
Unfortunately,
hate the story that like the King Thanos story. Like, what if
Yes.
Thanos won? Or this
As
is
if
like
it's not confusing enough
just-
already
well,
with
no,
the multiverse and all this. Like,
no,
come on.
It's a stupid, sloppy idea for a story for an attraction.
Yeah.
I think it's dumb. Why not have something just kind of silly and fun, like Loki gets into something and releases a bunch of bots, and the Avenger, you're helping not the bots, but yeah, you know, something happens and the Avengers are helping you out. Or you're helping
or
the
even
Avengers.
just like an Iron Man ride. Like,
No, they have that in
I
Paris.
know,
It sucks. And Iron Man's dead. I don't care.
I know. Don't remind me.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to ride with a dead character that's never going to come back for a movie or TV
Spoiler
show.
alert. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, boo-hoo. Yeah, sorry. Go watch the movie. I don't care.
Only a decade later.
Before we go to the East Coast,
yes.
I do think that we will also get an opening date for the Pixar Place Hotel. And we will get photos and footage of the rooms, how they're going to look.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're going to get.
I agree.
For that
Absolutely.
side.
Do you think that they'll do you think that they'll go into the new tower at Disneyland, the DVC tower, just to actually like show it visually?
Maybe.
It's
possibly.
opening, in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Josh tomorrow will be there in a polo, and he'll just be, talking about it. He'll be like, "Hey guys, welcome.
Look at me by the pool that's still under construction.
Welcome to the villas at Disneyland, guys. This is a great time to be he'll do his whole.
Now let's
spiel.
look over at the Pixar Hotel.
Yeah.
There'll be like some snippet, but it's
Josh.
not gonna be. Oh, Zaddy. Very nice man. And by the way, he did recognize me on reopening day after COVID at Disneyland. Check our YouTube page. We did have a YouTube for a very short minute, but that was an exciting time, that entry when he recognized me with my pink hair. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Fangirl much. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go over to Walt Disney World now.
Yes.
Okay. Jesus. Let's start with Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
You got anything?
I think that the replacement for Dino Land will be announced. We're going to figure out what's going there. And I know that they had like hinted at potential for Moana, Zootopia, something over there. I think we're going to get one or the other. It's not going to be both. And because we've got Moana over at Epcot, I think we're going to go Zootopia, which I think actually fits in better at Animal Kingdom. So I think we'll get something Zootopia over there, hopefully.
Okay, so I went the opposite way. I think we're not going to
Damn.
get Zootopia and we're going to get Moana. It's going to be...
Interesting.
I think Animal Kingdom needs a fun, exciting e-ticket water attraction. I think Zootopia, it's going to take away the dinosaur ride. I think Moana, it won't. Because I think the dinosaur ride and Zootopia is a little too similar and they'll be so close connected to each other that it wouldn't really make sense to kind of have them there. And I don't want Dinosaur to get replaced. I don't think it needs to be
I was just going to say, why don't they just get rid of Dinosaur?
No, it's still a hit. People line up.
I
People
know.
go on it. So why not give us a new crazy fun water attraction? Moana ride has a mix of...
But you've already got Journey of Water at Epcot. And I know that it's not a ride. I know that it's like a walkthrough attraction, but like water, Moana.
Who cares? At Disneyland and DCA, you have Toy Story Mania and you have Buzz Lightyear on the other side. Who gives a crap? Whatever.
Fair.
And
you got Star Tours and Galaxy's Edge, so I mean, who am I to say? Okay.
And Journey of Water, it's just a walkthrough. Who gives a crap? It's going to be a fun water ride, and I think it's going to be kind of similar to the Shanghai Pirates theme. I think it's going to be a really fun, interactive water ride, and I think this will be the main attraction. This is all they need to announce. If they are going to go through with this ride, if this is the one attraction they announce for the whole panel, boom. Done. You guys won.
Yeah, I do think
the fans will be happy.
I think Animal Kingdom's next to get something.
It needs it. It needs it.
See, you say that, and it's hard for me to believe that because I love Animal Kingdom
everyone
much.
else wants it except you.
Oh, I know. I want anything to come to Animal Kingdom. I'm good with, adding on to the already perfect theme park. But I guess for me, it just feels like, Pandora was so recent, but really it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't at all, but it feels like it was because,
Since Pandora, we've had Galaxy's Edge open at Hollywood Studios. We've had Guardians open at Epcot. We've had Tron open at Magic Kingdom. It is Animal Kingdom's turn. They need to make this a full day park. And there is no other way to make it a full day park than giving us another e-ticket attraction. Moana sells. Kids are going to want to go on it. Adults are going to want to go on it.
I take offense to the non-full day park comment. Animal Kingdom is a full day park. Y'all just need to, get with the program.
Honestly, I'm kind of bored by 4:00.
Oh my God.
I hate to admit that to you.
Oh my
but by
God.
4:00, I'm kind of ready to go.
We've asked for divorce attorneys.
We end up
on
just
this before,
walking back and
we?
forth in China like over and over again when we were there.
Whatever. I could just sit at Nomad Lounge all day long and be happy.
Okay. All right. Hollywood Studios.
I'm going to say this is my wish list. You ready?
Yeah.
Tear down Hollywood Studios. I'm joking.
What the?
I'm joking.
Oh my God. Okay.
I have nothing announced for Hollywood Studios whatsoever. But adjacent to Hollywood Studios, if I can, even though it's not theme park related, but I think that it would be. I think we're going to figure out what's happening with the former Star Wars hotel, with the Galactic Cruiser. I think we will find out what is going to happen with that building, and I still believe it will be a Star Wars themed hotel. It will still be a resort. It will be a Star Wars themed, and you will have that entry into Galaxy's Edge. Sort of like we've got that great entry from Grand Californian into DCA.
All right. I don't expect anything with Hollywood Studios, to be honest with you. Not even the hotel, nothing.
You don't think that they're going to address the elephant in the room of this vacant building that they spent so much money and time on? Remember at the expo that it was like announced where he went in with like the lightsaber and they were like showing the interior of it all. Like
that
it was
the
so
lamest
lame.
video ever.
It was so lame. Josh goes in there with like his lightsaber, like, woo, yeah. And I was just like, that's what this is?
Look, you know what they should do? If they want to make some money off this thing, they should turn it into a Star Trek hotel.
Okay, anyways, continue.
The Star Trek fans need something.
Yeah, okay.
They have nothing fun.
Mm-hmm.
Epcot, I think we are going to get a new nighttime show. They announced it at D23 for the 100th. There's going to be a new nighttime show. We haven't got it yet. I think this is going to be the cue for the big musical act that they always have.
Yeah,
and
with the new song.
With the new song.
And what's that one guy's name?
Who?
Jordan.
No. He's
the guy
not,
that does Happily Ever After.
No, he's too magical. He's not Epcot. We're gonna get those two NSYNC guys.
I was just gonna say Lance Bass and Joey Fatone.
That's who we're gonna get to sing it. Yep, 100%. They're always at Epcot.
And you know how everybody
singing.
is saying that there's like a NSYNC reunion on the horizon. Suddenly, I was gonna say JTT. That's the wrong J. Justin Timberlake will come out and be like, "Hey guys, I'm here to sing the new Epcot theme song with y'all."
No, Justin Timberlake's not gonna show up.
I know, it'll be like a Justin Timberlake lookalike.
No,
anyway,
it's just gonna be Joey Fatone and Lance Bass. That's it. They're the Epcot like
with AJ McLean, because I think they all hang out all the time from Backstreet Boys.
that would be cool. That would be all right. I'm down for that.
Anyways, yes, I agree with you. I think the nighttime show will be announced. I think we'll just get like some updates about all the construction going on over there, and what to expect and when, and the Moana opening date will be confirmed.
Construction, I think, is supposed to be done by the end of this year, so that should be all good and dandy.
Yep.
Last park is Magic Kingdom. Honestly, guys, not much. We'll probably get an update on their opening date for Tiana's as well, probably fall 2024. And
spring 2025?
Probably not. Will we get some more details on that expansion that they talked about at D23?
Beyond Big Thunder? No, and this is another thing that I think fans took too literal, where it was like, look, they had concept art of ideas, of proposals.
Why not more concept art, though?
Correct. Hang on, let me finish. So they had like concept art for people that, don't recall or weren't paying attention back then. They had concept art of what could be beyond Big Thunder. If they did an expansion in Magic Kingdom, what could they put there? How about this? How about this? How about that? And some fans took that as, oh my gosh, all these great ideas that they have, and they are going to put all of those right there. And it's like, no, these were like, here's option A, option B, option C. We might go with option L over here that we haven't even thought of yet. I don't think we're going to get anything about that. I agree with you. Maybe like more concept art to just make it even worse, where everyone's like, oh my God, they came with 3 new ideas. There's going to be 6 things over there. But no, I don't even think they're going to do any of that.
I think they will announce like not the expansion, but they'll announce like one new ride opening up in Magic Kingdom, either either Coco or Encanto.
I don't.
I think one Magic Kingdom ride will be announced a brand new ride.
They just got Tron finally open. They are
but like,
getting
is Tron?
Tiana.
But I don't think Tron really is considered new.
You know what's horrible?
It is new, but it's been there. Like the structure has been there for years.
You know what's horrible is today when I was writing my predictions very quickly, I was like, did Tron ever open? Oh yeah, it did. Because it was just so drawn out.
Yeah.
That it's easy to forget. And the building, the structure was there for so long.
Mm-hmm. So does it really count as a new it technically, yes, it's a new attraction, but when people have gone and they've just seen it, they've looked at it, they've looked at the YouTube videos of Shanghai before they went on this one, and guess what? They went on the Magic Kingdom one. People were a little disappointed with it. I think we will get a ride announced for that expansion of Beyond Big Thunder.
I don't.
One ride. And we will slowly start to build on that expansion. I don't think it's going to be a land we're opening up and this and that and all this stuff's going to be there. We'll get either a Coco or Encanto ride at Magic Kingdom.
If that were the case, I would go Encanto. That's where my money is going to go.
Encanto's going to make the money. That's where the money is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, though, it depends, though. Coco could have a cool themed ride.
No, absolutely.
It depends on which ride I think is going to be the cooler themed ride.
I think
Bob Iger has really disappointed people since he's come back.
Which is funny.
I think he needs to... I think this is his chance to really make fans go, ah. The movies or whatever, they're on hold right now. So really, you got to focus on the Disney parks right now. And all eyes are going to be on Destination D23 come Saturday morning.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just... I don't think anything's going to be announced as far as a new ride at Magic Kingdom. Funny that you say that Bob Iger has been a disappointment since he came back, because a lot of the decisions that Bob Chapek was behind or the face of were actually Iger decisions that he was just following through on. Just saying. I did see something.
We do like Bob Iger.
Oh, I love Bob Iger. Absolutely.
You make it sound like you hate Bob Iger.
No, I don't at all. I love him.
Okay, thank you.
I love him as an individual too, cool. As a person.
Good.
Because we're like BFF now. But no, I saw this. No, I just think that Disney fans and like the Disney, it's so lame to say this, but there's like Disney like tabloid type news out there, right? And I feel like they are so quick to always shit on Bob Chapek. And there was this one article, I just saw the headline and something about like how Chapek skipped out on something to go and pet a hippopotamus. And I was like, that just made me like him even more. Like,
Right?
instead of going over here, I'm going to go over here and pet this hippo. Okay, like let's make this guy even better than he was. But anyways, I think he got a lot of shit that he didn't necessarily
a
deserve.
lot of the actors on strike right now have a big tiff with Bob
problem
Iger
with
because of all
Iger,
this
yep.
shit he said too
Yep.
about how what they want is unrealistic and all this crap. So it's kind of like, but it's funny though because you don't hear all these people giving crap about Chapek giving crap to Iger. You know And
why?
It's interesting though.
You know why?
Because Chapek was chubby and bald.
Thank you. Yes,
Like, I'm
absolutely.
sorry, but that's
absolutely.
what it was.
It's the
People didn't like
looks.
the way he looked.
It is absolutely the looks.
100%.
Yeah. And I could go further into that, but I'm not going to.
Please, God, don't.
Because
But no, that's what it was. Like 100%. Like I don't get why people disliked that man so much.
yeah, because anything that I have heard from people that like personally have ever met him or worked with him or knew him or people that knew him, he was very likable.
Yeah.
And I looked at his donation history that is, public, and I was like, all right, I'm on board with you, Chapek, and the causes that you are supporting. Anyways, I just don't think he was an awful guy. But it was a difficult time for, businesses everywhere, including Disney. So
yeah.
Kind of
Well,
sucks.
We had this episode. We'll skip this. But
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
No, I'm joking.
I'll shut up.
No.
I'm joking,
please
I'm
don't.
joking.
Oh my God. Don't. We've been talking for a while, guys. You guys need to go get your rest. Get ready for Destination D23.
Yes,
it's going to be
wake
a
up
fun weekend.
Bright and early on Saturday. We will release an episode either Sunday or Monday to recap
Monday.
things. Okay, Monday.
Definitely
We're
Monday.
going Monday.
Yeah.
Jackson does have his very first birthday party that he was invited to on Saturday.
boy.
So it's going to be a long day. Penn State game.
yeah.
Destination D23 birthday
yeah.
party.
Oh, boy.
We're gonna sleep for about 5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you come back early next week. We will have that episode dropped as soon as possible, recapping all of Destination D23. If you are not already subscribed to this show, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give us a review rating of 5 stars or nothing else at all. We are on Instagram, Mouse Park Insider. And as always, thank you so much. We'll be back and we'll talk to you soon.
Sorry, folks. I'm sure to do better next time. It was my first flight, and I'm still getting used to my programming. Hey!